What's up, everybody? It's me, Sergio. Welcome to our channel. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the Victory 10 Platinum by Pride Mobility. I'm going to go over all the specs, all the reviews, and at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't buy it, and you definitely want to stick around for that. Now, before we get started, I do want to tell you about our free product catalog. It has all of our latest products, discount codes, and a ton of information about our company. If you want a copy, go to our website, mobilitydirect.com. Click on the green button at the top of every page that says free catalog. Fill out the simple short form and you'll get one in the mail within 1 to 2 weeks tops. You could also just call our non-commissioned sales experts with the number below, give them your address, and they'll process the request for you by phone. Keep in mind, we're not just an online store. You can come by to one of our several locations and test drive this thing before you buy it. Now, what makes the Victory 10 Platinum special? First and foremost, it's made in America. That's right. Pride Mobility is one step ahead of the tariffs, and they're making their products in the United States. They also make the GoGo Elite Traveler 2 in the United States and the Jazzy Ultralight, which happen to be the 3 top-selling products that we carry. We have in-depth review videos for each of those models, comparison videos, unboxing and assembly videos, more videos than any other YouTube channel in the industry. Check them out. I'll put the links in the description below. And if you subscribe to our channel, you'll get notified when we release new videos. You can also leave a comment. If you have any questions at all, I will personally reply to them within 1 business day. And by subscribing and commenting, you're automatically entered into our monthly giveaway raffle. You could win a free mobility scooter, and I'll tell you more about that towards the end of the video. Now, something else that makes this model unique is the suspension. Okay, this is the Victory 10 Platinum. This is the old Victory 10 that's been out for a very long time. These are known for being heavy-duty scooters that support 400 pounds. They have a really durable, thick frame, and they're very rugged with 10-inch tires on the front and the rear. They're great for going on grass, gravel, dirt, mulch, various terrain types. They handle well going up hills and inclines. But mainly, the difference you're going to see here is the fact that the front end of the old model has absolutely no suspension. The front end of the new model has nice yellow suspension coils on the front. You also have suspension coils on the rear. Now, also, the new model has the easy turn technology. I'm going to cut the wheel all the way to the right as far as I can on both models. You can clearly see how the Victory 10 Platinum, on my right, your left, the wheels cut much further. You can also see the really nice suspension coils on the front end of the Platinum. So check that out. I mean, if you want something that can turn really sharply and still give you the stability of a 4-wheel model, the Platinum's the way to go, especially if you need something heavy duty. Otherwise, get the smaller version, the GoGo Platinum, which features the same easy turning technology. Now, the turning radius on the Victory 10 Platinum is 45.5 inches, whereas on the standard Victory 10, it's 54 inches. That's a big difference, and that's going to help you out a lot when indoors, taking tight turns down narrow hallways, and if you're going to theme parks where you have to wait in line to get on the rides, you have to do a lot of zigzagging, you want something like this. You're going to get that stability factor of the 4-wheel models and the turning abilities that you would expect from a 3-wheel model. Super nice combination. I'm very impressed with the design and the overall look of the Victory 10 Platinum. I mean, look at this thing. You've got a nice matte blue kind of finish now. You can get the red color as well. You've got the really nice suspension kit, light kit. I'm honestly super impressed with all of its features, and the fact that it's made in America is just icing on the cake. By the way, at the end of the video, see if you can spot that hidden message that I'm going to throw on the screen randomly. And if you're interested in buying one of these, the hidden message is going to teach you how to get an exclusive discount code only available to the viewers of this video. The seat on this thing is awesome. It comes with an extra large front basket, 2 mirrors included. You've got that 2-tone stitching on the seat. By the way, you've got several different seat options, not just the one that you're seeing here. You can get an 18-inch wide standard seat, 20-inch wide seat, captain seat. Check out our website with the link in the description, or click in the top right-hand corner where it says visit our website. You can see full specifications and all the custom options. Here's the older model where you can see you've got more of a standard color of white, red, blue. The seat itself is pretty basic. This is the most basic seat option, still available on the Platinum, by the way. By the way, folks, I am going to go over some of the specs, not all of them, towards the very end of the video. I'll put the entire spec sheet on the screen so you can go through them, pause at any time, and review them in great detail. And one other thing I want to mention, On the new model, you've got this lever right here to tilt adjust the steering column known as the tiller. So if you want to bring it closer to you, further away from you, you don't have to bend down low like on the old model. And when you're sitting down, you have to reach down low, loosen this up until it's loose enough, and then adjust the tiller closer to you, further away, wherever you want it, and then retighten it. I'm out of breath just doing all that. It's a lot of work. Now, again, on the new model, you literally just have to pull this lever and let go. You're done. Now, as far as the dash goes, there's really no difference. Same Delta wraparound tiller. I would like to add, though, that they did put some of these weather-resistant caps on the horn buttons so that rain doesn't get in there. And that's actually really useful in case you get stuck in an unpredicted little rainstorm. It does have the same single-handed use throttle system. So if you are right-handed, you can pull back on the right throttle pad lever to go back. You push forward to go forward. You pull back with your right hand. You can do it with one finger. And if you're left-handed, you can do the same. You can push forward or pull back to go forward and backwards. So the controllers are opposite on the left and the right side, but you only need one hand to operate the scooter's throttle system. Here's your light switch, your speed limiter knob, your battery meter, which is super easy to understand. In the best practice for maintaining your battery is to wait until it gets to about to the yellow. These lights will turn off one at a time, starting with the green, then the yellows. Try to avoid letting it get down all the way to the red and start charging when it starts getting to the last green or the first yellow. You don't need to charge it every single night if you're not using it or if you're barely using it. You want to kind of let it drain a little bit, then charge it and maintain that regular pattern of charging to get the longest life out of your batteries. It does come with two 12-volt sealed lead acid batteries, and they should last you about 2 to 3 years if you take good care of them. Here's your key. It has a standard key ignition, and you do get 2 keys included with the price of every purchase. You also get a 1-year in-home service plan that extends nationwide. So even if you're not in our local coverage area, a technician will come to your home to replace any warranty-approved claims that you might have. Now, speaking about the batteries and charging them, that's something that's new about the Platinum series. It has a magnetic charger. What does that mean? Well, it's just like the old standard chargers. You're going to have a light telling you that the charger's plugged in to the wall outlet and ready to start charging. That turns red. The lower light is going to tell you that it's charging. When it's red, it's charging. When it's green, it's fully charged. There's no more 3-pin barrel connector, guys. It's super easy to connect your charger. Check this out. We're going to come close. So here's the charging cord end. It has a magnetic ring and a magnetic ring around the receiving end. You literally just have to line it up and it snaps into place. It turns on the red light at the end of the charging connector, letting you know that it's charging. On the old models, let me show you what you had to do. On the old models, you had this barrel connector that you normally see with like amplifiers for guitars and audio equipment. It's called an XLR connector. This 3-pin barrel connector would have to line up with the 3 holes on the receiving end in the correct orientation, or else it won't go in. So you'd have to sit there and spin it around, and then eventually the pins and the holes would line up. Not anymore. That magnetic connection makes it super easy. All right, so we've talked about the tiller control and the comfort adjustment features there. Let's talk about the comfort adjustment features on the seat. You've got flip-up armrests that are not only flip-up, you can also adjust the height and the width pretty easily. So if you want to bring these armrests out more and create more space in between each armrest, you just have to loosen up these hand screws, no tools required, pull out this little pin, and then you can take the seat and move the armrests out to make more space in between each armrest, giving the rider a little bit more space overall to get in there. And then just put that quick release pin in, tighten up, rinse and repeat on the other armrest, and you're good to go. By the way, for those of you that are wondering, it does have a hitch receiver on the back. It's a 1-inch hitch receiver for universal accessories like a rear basket, oxygen tank holder, walker holder, cane holder, etc. You also have the ability to rotate the seat. So let's say you want to get in and out of the chair. I like to put the chair sideways, flip up the armrests, and then get in. And then use the lever down low to rotate and face forward. This can also be particularly useful When you're getting ready to pull up to a table to enjoy a meal, you can either go sideways, and now you don't have the handlebar tiller assembly in the way of your table, and you can eat. You can also go 180 degrees, but you will have to bring the tiller forward all the way, which is no problem with that little lever that makes it super easy to do. And you could face completely backwards, having the most comfortable seat in the restaurant or at your home. Something else that the seat does for comfort is it slides forward and back. So there's a lever on the other side, and if you want to bring yourself closer to the steering assembly, you can slide forward or slide back. So once you find that perfect combination of the tiller angle and the seat's position, sliding it all the way forward, sliding it all the way back, you're going to find that perfect comfort zone that's meant for your body type. One other thing, the seat is height adjustable. So for me, this feels pretty good. But if you find that your knees are up high like this, you can actually adjust the height of the seat so that your knees are nice and perpendicular to the lower part of your leg. You don't want to have your knees up and having a downward slant on your quads here. That's never really comfortable. You also have a little space here in case you have really big feet. I mean, I have a size 12 shoe and it's almost butting up against the front part of the wheel well here. So if you have like a size 13 shoe and you're really tall, which happens, right? Especially if you need a heavy duty scooter like this one, it's nice to know that you can actually put your feet up high and not feel too cramped up. I feel like I've got plenty of room. I'm super comfortable. The only thing I think you could do to make this more comfortable is get the captain's seat with the headrest. But with this seat, it's still super duper comfortable. The top speed is 6 miles per hour, which may not seem fast, but trust me, it's fast. You're gonna outpace anybody that's walking or even doing a slow jog. It has a 2.75-inch ground clearance, which is enough to go on various terrain types, and we're gonna show you that towards the end of the video. Again, a 45.5-inch turning radius, which is really impressive considering the overall length is about 47 inches. Overall width is 24 inches. The seat to ground height is anywhere from 25 inches to 23.5 inches, depending on where you have that seat height set at. The tires are 11 inches in the rear, 10.4 inches on the front. They're 3.5 inches wide. The product is going to weigh 145 pounds without the batteries. You can take it apart and put it in the trunk of the car. And we're going to show you how to do that towards the end of the video as well, which is really nice. The heaviest piece when it's fully disassembled though does weigh 67 pounds, give or take. That is heavy. You may not be able to do that alone. We do offer products to help you get your scooter where you need to go on your vehicle without having to deadlift or carry anything or even take it apart. They're called vehicle lifts. They're like aluminum little platforms that you put on the back of your car, kind of like a bike rack. You will need a truck or an SUV or a van, but they're very convenient. And you can call our non-commissioned sales experts to learn more about those and which ones might be compatible with this model and your vehicle. Now, all Pride Mobility products come with an industry-leading part warranty. You're going to get 2-year limited coverage on the electronics and 2-year limited coverage on the drivetrain. You get a lifetime limited warranty on the frame. And by the way, I'm not sure I pointed this out, but they do have automatic brakes. So there's no brake lever. You don't need to pull a brake lever like a bike or hit a brake pedal like a car. As soon as you let go of the throttle, the brakes are locked in. You're not going to go anywhere. So if you run out of battery on a hill, you're not going to roll down that hill uncontrollably. To disengage the automatic brakes though, you do have a little lever in the back here. This yellow lever is pretty common on almost every mobility scooter. We're going to come in close here and show you. There's even a little sticker on it that has a little unlock sign and a lock sign. So right now it's locked, meaning you're in drive mode. That's what the D represents. If you put it in neutral, it's unlocked. But now you hear it's beeping 5 times. And what's nice about this beep system is that 5 beeps translates to a fault code, which if you look in your user manual, it says your brakes aren't engaged. So you need to turn off the unit, re-engage the brake by putting the lever in the locked position, and then turn your unit back on and it's going to work normally. If you don't have the brakes in the drive position, meaning they're not locked, you won't be able to operate your scooter with the throttle. That's a safety feature for all Class 2 medical devices such as this one. Now, for those of you tech folks out there, I would like to point out the fact that it does have a circuit breaker reset button down here. So if you get hung up on a steep hill, or if you're just overworking your scooter, overloading it with more than 400 pounds, the motor and the electronics aren't just going to fry out by overheating. They're going to pop the circuit breaker first. So if that button is popped out, just give it a push and reset the breaker, and just be careful. Don't overwork your scooter. Follow the specifications and don't overwork it. You also have a fuse panel here. So we're going to come in close here, right underneath the charging port. You've got a fuse for your batteries, your ignition, your lights, and it's all nice and organized here. You've got a 10 amp fuse, 5 amp, 3 amp, 3 amp, and 2 single amp fuses right there. Easy to access. You don't need to take anything apart. Well, folks, I'm going to stop boring you with all of these tech talk specifications. And I just personally want to say thank you so much for watching these videos, for subscribing to our channel, giving them a like, a thumbs up, and sharing them on your Facebook page. That means so much to us, and it really helps us get the word out there. Not only that, the more people that find out about us, the more business we do, the more we can contribute towards our giveaway program. We donate mobility scooters all the time to people that are in need who can't afford them. A lot of them are struggling to get around with a manual chair, a walker, a cane. Some of them are even homeless, and we gift them a free mobility scooter. So by subscribing, leaving a comment, telling people about Mobility Direct, you're making a difference in the next person's life that we donate a mobility scooter to. Well, we've learned a lot about the Victory 10 Platinum by Pride Mobility. I'm curious to know what you think. Leave a comment below. I'll personally see it and I will reply. I want to know, do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you have any questions that I didn't cover in the video? Let me know. I really appreciate you watching this video all the way through. Stay tuned, see if you can spot that hidden message on the screen that's going to give you access to an exclusive discount code that you're not going to find online. And I'm going to throw the full specification list on the screen now. Again, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. Until next time, everyone, have a great day. All right, for those of you who stayed tuned to the very end to find out why you shouldn't buy it, well, there's really only one reason. It's really not the most off-road capable machine because the tires just aren't knobby enough. When we were doing testing outdoors on grass, on hills, on mulch, I did find that it got stuck a lot and the tires were spinning out. They just don't have the most aggressive off-road treading on the tires. With that being said, there are other options that have better tires and more power for off-road and better ground clearance, but if you are not really going to be using it in extreme off-road conditions, it's honestly one of my favorite heavy-duty mobility scooters. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Have a great day.